I've seen tons of Brainrot Evolution content on my timeline over the past couple of days, but for the majority of the videos that I've watched, as with most Roblox content, people tend to pay to win their way through it, which is kind of the way the game is designed to be. But I was curious, how long would it take for me to reach max level in Brainrot Evolution, or at least reach an ungrindable level before I actually have to stop altogether? So today we're going to be attempting a free-to-play Brainrot Evolution. We got tralalero tralala right off the bat. Already into level 2 we go. We're gonna go ahead, upgrade right here. Our first egg, what's it gonna be? A brown dog that I don't know the name of. Okay, 45% chance. Bombardino Crocodilo, level 3. I feel like we've had a pretty flawless run so far. I would assume it's about to get a whole lot more difficult. We're one shot in the apples, making sure to claim everything that we can. Just for our playtime rewards, 73%, so one more, and we should be good. And it looks like there's a free Udin Din Dun Dun pet. And all we had to do was like the game and join the group, so we'll go ahead, snag that right there, get it equipped, we keep it moving. It's like only 2 more XP needed, so we'll go ahead and take out a
Chimpanzini Bananini.
Chimpanzini Bananini. I don't know what the origin of the majority of this is. I think it's based on TikTok, but I'm not 100% positive. We'll knock out the rest of the HP on this orange, and that doesn't quite level us up. What, 2% XP left? Brr papatim. Once again, no clue what any of this means. I don't know if these are like actual images meant to represent. And it looks like my playtime reward actually reset right there. I guess because I logged out for a second. Couple more shots right here, jumping on something. Ooh, din 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 dun din dun. I don't know. He looks like a freaking Chad, I can tell you that much right now. Oh, he hits like a freaking Chad. What in the world? We can already take down the Berber pun something. I don't even know at this point. Okay, so I've actually not been buying any of the eggs. We'll go ahead and snag one right here. This was the most expensive one, and I believe we got the least worthwhile pet. I stand corrected. Our hedgehog does indeed do 2 more damage, so we get him thrown on right there. Permanent damage boost if we can get 1 more diamond, so we'll take down a couple of these Berber Papatines and see if they reward us with anything. Nothing right there. Looks like we're gonna level up. Laurila. What does that have to do with an elephant? Like, how is that in any way remotely similar? Maybe it's not even, doesn't even sound like a cactus thing. Let's buy some more eggs. We've got 370. What's it gonna be? Another one of the same, what was it? A hedgehog, whatever it was. All right, time to, as the chief Laurila, take down this Laurila. He is literally just not, wait, am I gonna survive? Pippi, Papa, Pippi. Wait, I didn't even. Pippi, Papa, Pipo, Pepe? Did I get that right? All right, looks like we get to travel to Brainrot City for the first time. Level up continues. Let's fight the foxes. Unless they're going to destroy me. I think we can. Nope, not a good idea. Not a good idea. Looks like we got a free crate right here. What's going to be inside? Surely something good. I don't think I have any relics yet. And I've got 2 sitting around. Apparently I could have opened that a while ago. What's it gonna be? A belt and a staff, it looks like. Let's see. Let's throw these on real quick. 35, that feels like it has to be good. Green is good. Green is always good. We got 19 gems sitting around. We got double our wins that we'll go ahead and throw on as well. We've already got the best possible pets equipped, so we'll see what type of damage we can do right here. Taking on the red panda, but this time with our upgraded equipment. I think this is winnable. Might be a little bit close. We might have to dip. Okay, and I'm dead. Looks like it's fighting trash bags for the time being. It's okay. Surely we will level up relatively quickly, and that does a pretty good chunk of XP. So we'll farm these for a little bit, make sure that we're still claiming everything. And only 94%. This last one should knock out the next evolution.
Bombombini Guzini.
Bombombini Guzini. Okay, I can get on board with that one. I can get on board with that. Trying out the red fox again, this time with a little bit more ease. We're going to be able to take down the box, although this one took absolutely forever. Ballerina cappuccina. Love me some coffee. Anybody who watches my content knows that I am very much a caffeine addict. Let's open some eggs. 7.5K, 30%. Feels like not the worst deal in the world. We'll keep it moving. Damage is going up. Boneca Ambalabu. I'm gonna keep it a bug. I have no idea what this is supposed to be. We got a human, a tire, and a frog, and looks like an opportunity to rebirth right here. New daily quest, double XP, extra strength. That feels like a no-brainer. Let's get it. I am one with the frog tire human, and the frog tire human is one with me. Back to the beginning we go. And I am once again very, very small. Extra quests, extra brain rot strength, extra XP. Always gonna be worth it. All right, let's go hit some things. Tralalero, tralala. All right, keeping it moving. How much more XP am I getting? That's already up to 99%. Bombardino Crocodilo. We're one-shotting everything right now. We got one-shot the chick right there. That's already at 82%. Goodbye, Mr. Bull. We have things to do. Chimpanzini, bananini. Oh my gosh. Brr, brr, patapim. Good night. We're rolling through this. I did not realize how much faster we were going to level up. We're also just getting absurd amounts of XP. Time to go fight myself right here. You know what? We'll take down the acorn first. Solid. Udun-din-dun-dun-dun-din-dun. Looks like we got another potion we can claim right there as well. We are just straight farming XP. Should be heading back to Brainrot City, I think was the name of it. I think one more Papatin and we're back to Larila. Shouldn't take us too much more farming to get back to Brainrot City. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I think one more and we're good to go. Pee-pee, Papa, Pipo, Pepe. Brainrot City we go. We're farming these trash bags like they are absolutely nothing. Just straight through these levels. Bombini Guzzini. Definitely one of my favorites so far. We're going to grab some eggs right here. See if we get anything good. 30%. Not farmed a little bit more. See if we can get some more wins to unlock more eggs. That tire gets us all the way to Ballerina Cappuccino. With the speed at which we're leveling up, one box should be enough, and there's Boneca Ambalabu. Rhino's actually putting up a little bit of a fight right here, but I think we'll win it. Checking our passes, nothing crazy. Cravellino Cappuccino. I'm a hammer with the head of an ox. I don't even know how to explain this right now. Apparently, we've had a gold crate sitting around, and I had no idea, so we'll go ahead and open that up. I would assume that would be an upgrade from any relic that we have. Looks like it's going to be a belt right there. Surely, at some point in the near future, our progress is going to slow down a little bit. We're running through it. La Vaca Saturno Saturnita. Oh my gosh. We're just speed running this thing. We'll go ahead and use some of our wins to open some eggs. Not bad value right there. We'll go ahead and equip our best pets, and it looks like we do finally get an upgrade. That'll help our damage even more, and we'll throw on the XP potion and our wins potion to boost it a little bit right here. What's one kill gonna get us? About 9%. Not bad progress at all. And we keep on moving, grab our free gems right there. Go ahead and open some more eggs. 225K a piece, and we get a 2% right off the bat. What are the odds of that happening? What's the value? 11? That's already substantially higher power than any of the ones that we've got so far, so we'll take that in a heartbeat. We've got one more crate to open, so we'll go ahead and throw that out. Assuming we don't get insanely unlucky, should have some type of value for us right here, and it's a book of some kind. Definitely an upgrade over that belt. One more Cacto Hippopotamo, and it should be an upgrade, and it's Ganganzelli Trulala. I don't even know what this is supposed to be. Let's go ahead and give it a try with La Vaca Saturno Saturnita. See if we can take him down. It looks like we're doing enough damage and shouldn't have to really worry about it. So Obviously, we got a long way to go to level 15, but we should be able to farm here if we're doing that much damage this early on. Looks like we can take him down. Wait, that did way more XP than I thought it would. Already to level 15, Raccooni Watermeloni. Oh my god. Oh, I didn't realize we can already escape Brainrot City. All right, heading to Larila Desert. Seems like the board's probably going to be decent XP, and we got a vending machine over here. It looks like a potion machine. It says 500k. We've got 800k sitting around, so we'll snag one right there. We get an XP potion. I don't know if that was completely worth it. Let's see, what are we working with? One more potion right here. Oh, all right, Cacto Hippopotamo. I guess a combination of a cactus and a hippopotamus. We'll open some eggs here. See if we get lucky. That should be a nice upgrade over what we're rocking with right now. Quit best pets. Yes, big time upgrade. Go ahead and open another one for 1.2 mil. Another 18.5%. That's another solid upgrade. I'm probably not nearly high enough level for it to make sense for me to be farming these totems, but it gets us the Cabro Spaghetti Mystico. All right, sounds like a good time for us to buy some more eggs. Another one right here, unfortunate 45%. I think it's still an upgrade over what we were working with already though. Farmed one more, another egg, 27%. Should be another upgrade. There we go. So we actually just unlocked the ability to evolve these pets, and we're gonna be able to get a lot more value probably from opening the final evolution of the ones that we've got here. So we're gonna go ahead and rip through a bunch and just see if we get enough to be able to evolve. All right, so it looks like we got 3 of the ice meows. That turns into a 1-star, but not gonna be enough for me to actually use it. So apparently I can actually do enough damage now to take down a chameleon. We get the Penguino Cocasino. Must open more cactus eggs, 45%. Wait, this is actually huge. So we unlock 3 new chests right there from one of the quests that we just finished. One of them is gold, silver, and bronze as well. We'll go ahead and open the silver one. No, it might as well open them all at the same time. Gold one right there. That's a belt out of the silver. I think that's going to be an upgrade. Open the bronze one as well. Gold ends up being a belt. All right, so we've got belts for days and then a book out of the bronze right there. We get 25 for the belt. That's going to be an upgrade. Outside of that, the other one's not going to get to use. All right, Cocofanto Elefanto. This is a mix between an elephant and a coconut. Intriguing. Let's open some more cactus eggs. Pray that they're kind to us. Another 45%. I gotta have enough of those to be able to combine them by now, surely, right? Yeah. All right, we take our Hecroos to the Evolver. 30 power, all 3 combined. Throw them together, and that's gonna come out to 45. More wins equals more eggs. Definitely seems more worthwhile to go for the 1.2s. We gotta make sure we pop our luck potion first and go ahead and start cracking. 18.5. Really, anytime you can evolve, it's just way better value than trying to rip through those more expensive ones. So we'll take what we can get right there, and I think we're gonna have enough to evolve another one right here. Our tawnies are now evolvable as well. That's gonna put them at 28. We finally got enough power to take on the Tripa. I don't know how you pronounce it, but this should get us to level 20, the Orangatini Ananasini. All right, we finally upgraded our pets enough to take down the Gorillo Watermelondrillo, grinded this for a few, and this should be enough for us to level up to 21, and we become the Gorillo Watermelondrillo. Good lord, this thing's a freaking tank. Wait, the running animation for this guy is amazing. Why does he look like that? Oh my god, he's a freaking linebacker. Go ahead and use a couple of our potions to get this knocked out the rest of the way to level 22. All right, one more boss fight should be enough to level up. We unlock the Trulimero Truchilina. Did I get that right? All right, we've unlocked the Tralalero Ocean. Let's check out the eggs. We've got quite a bit sitting around. I think enough for one right there. So that should be an upgrade over what we had previously. W. All right, let's test out some of the early mobs, see how we do against them. And it looks like we're going to be able to take down this sucker without any upgrades. Got enough for 2 more eggs, so we'll open up a couple more right here. A little 7%. That should be a fat upgrade. That's a W right off the bat. All right, got our dailies knocked out. Let's go ahead and check out our season pass. Looks like we got a new pet unlocked as well. Let's see what type of damage he's doing. Couple more eggs to open, 45%, so that's probably not going to be an upgrade, but if we get enough, then we can evolve. It looks like we actually do. All right, one more, and we turn into Trippy Troppy, a bear with the head of a fish. We got a lot saved up, 2.77 billion. 45%, we got enough for one more, and another 45%. We'll evolve what we got. Wait, the new one I got is 500 power? Oh my god, that's a huge upgrade over what we've got right now. All right, we're gonna go and delete a bunch of these low power ones because we are about out of room and we have no use for any of these. Another billion to spend, seeing if we can get enough to evolve one right here. Another 45%. Buy some of the 100 mil eggs right here just to see if we can upgrade some of our existing ones with our leftovers. All right, 3 orcas. Nice upgrade right there. I think that's in our top 3. And W, another upgrade. All right, 96%. These chests take forever to destroy, but I think taking this down should get us the last 4% for the next level. We get the Burbaloni Luleluloi. I'm not gonna lie, Mr. Burbaloni's gotta have far and away the best running animation in the game. We're just rolling across the map inside of a coconut as a beaver. All right, I'm gonna keep it real. At this point, it started to get very, very repetitive just because I don't really have any emotional ties to any of these pets that I'm getting. It's just try to get 9 of them so I can evolve. So we're gonna start to skip over a little bit more of the progress, primarily because the Tralalero Ocean portion of the recording took probably longer than 24 hours. I was in this place for forever trying to grind my way through. Now, fortunately, we do have our Rebirth 2 that we're grinding toward right now, so we're going to kind of fast forward to that. So I've actually got a few tickets that we can use on some Tralalero spins. If we could get diamonds here, that would definitely be nice to get some of those permanent boos. Let's see what it's going to be. Trophies, not bad. 100 million, probably solid. I think we've got at least a couple more right here, and we do get some diamonds. So 250 right there, and we're out of tickets. All right, one more pinkaroo till we hit level 25. Ta-ta-ta-ta, sahur. And now I think we're actually finally able to hit that second rebirth. All right, baby, rebirth 2, ta-ta-ta, sahur. We get teleport, we get 100% stronger brain rots, and 6x XP. This is where we should really start to speed up. All right, here we go. It's rebirth time, baby. Back to level 1. We're about to see how fast we can speedrun this sucker. Teleport, brain rot strength, 6x XP multipliers. About to go crazy. All right, time to one-shot everything. Tralalero, tralalala. One shot, boom, bombardino, crocodilo. I'm assuming everything is just an auto upgrade. Oh my god, I did an auto upgrade right there. What the heck? Boom, papa team. Pata team? Papa team? I'm assuming I'll keep one-shotting these guys as well. Oh my god, I didn't auto upgrade. La rila. We are just zooming through this sucker right now. 1, 2, 3. Okay, this is more than I thought it was going to be, but just a couple more, and I think that next one should upgrade us again. Nope, next one, we'll just take down our own. People Pepe. Keep it moving. I think we're already level 8, so we can head on over to Brainrot City. And we should be still one-shotting everything. Bombini Guzini. Keep it moving on through. Ballerina, Cappuccina. Oh my gosh, this is just absurd amounts of speedrunning. Boneca Ambalabu. I believe a one-shot on these should get us another one up. Cravellino, Cecchino. 1, 2
La
right
vaca
there.
Saturno,
La vaca Saturno, Saturnita. Keep it moving. I'm going to take down this large version of myself. And that actually might take us like 3 of those. So we'll take down a couple boxes right here. 1, 2, 3. Why isn't he respawning? There he is. Finally. Good lord. Goodbye, Mr. Rhino. One more. We get the Ganganzelli. Trulalala. Have I evolved enough to escape Brainrot? Say no. We need one more level real quick. All right, 10% more for us to hit that level 15. Raccooni, Watermeloni, and we keep it moving back to La Rila Desert. Hopefully we're not here long as well. Should still be one-shotting everything. That's, what, 15, 16% off of each of those. Oh my god, that was like a 30% jump for the little piggy that went to market right there. Cacto, hippopotamo. Can I one-shot the chameleons? Okay, not quite one shot right there, but pretty freaking close to it. We're just going to keep on zooming through this. All right, one more. Cabro Spaghetti Mistico. The fact that we're already soloing Gorillo Watermelondrino, given how long it took, Penguino Cocasino, already zooming through it once again. Might have to farm him a few more times, but with how fast that was going, it probably won't take long. I think we got 2 more evolutions before we head back. Cocofanto Elefanto. One more takedown for the next evolution. Orangutini Ananasini. And I think the next one should turn us back into the watermelon gorilla. And at this point, it only takes us like 8 or 9 shots to take him down. So we destroyed the Gorillo Watermelondrilo to become the Gorillo Watermelondrino. And we're already up to 90%, or like freaking 5-shotting him right now. That will get us to level 22. Trulimero, Trulicina, and back to the ocean we go. All right, we finally made it back, cleared out our inventory. We're gonna rip through a bunch of eggs right here. And like I said before, this is where things start to slow down a lot. I was probably in this ocean level for 36 hours minimum, so we'll kind of skip through the highlights for a lot of this, but like I said, a lot of it is just upgrading eggs until you can farm a little bit more consistently at the higher win levels. Very much a rinse and repeat grind the rest of the way through. Should just need one more oyster and we get the trippy trophy right here. I will say things are starting to slow down. Obviously not quite as slow as they were last time when we got Ta-Ta-Ta Sahur. Looks like that evolution is going to give us enough of an upgrade to be able to take down the pinkaroos relatively efficiently, so we'll start farming there. And one more chest should be enough to get us to level 24. Once again, gotta get level 29 for the next one. Back to Barbaloni Ulololi. And one more chest to get us back to level 25. Ta-ta-ta Suhur. That's exactly where we were last time around before we did our rebirth. Obviously, it was much faster this time through with the 6x XP, but we've still got a long way to go to level 29. And as you can see, we need, what, 25,000 diamonds in order to unlock that extra relic spot. We currently have 2,000, so that is going to be a major grind. And just a quick little update on the progress for our pets. Definitely moving along pretty nicely. Once again, it does get a little bit repetitive, but we've got a couple above 250 at this point. So that's helping us out with the speed of our farming. Back to the ocean we go. I had completely forgotten we unlocked the ability to teleport whenever we rebirth right there. So there's an event boss apparently that I had no idea even existed. So apparently he's named the Golden Sahur Boss and has a bunch of unique loot. For some reason, we're only hitting him for like 15 at a time. This might take a minute. Okay, a minute was definitely an understatement. That was probably like 5 to 10 minutes, but it looks like we're finally going to get him taken down the rest of the way right here. Believe we should get a crate as our reward, which we do. And then over here, I guess you get an extra free crate a day like some of the other free rewards as well. So we'll go ahead and open up both of these. We got fish sticks, magic carrots, bunny ears, lots of different options. Obviously, the rarer, the better. We get 2 fish sticks. But it looks like both of them are going to be upgrades over what we've got currently, so we'll take the W where we can get it. Finishing up another golden Sahara boss fight because these relics are definitely way better value than anything that I'm getting out of the majority of the chests right now. Ooh, more shots and we get our crate. Still another 6 hours before we can get our free one again. We hit the spin, hopefully a little bit luckier than last time. Really anything besides the fish stick would be a W. And we get the bunny ears, which I think is one of the rarer options. Let's take a look and see. 100 power, what an upgrade. So we're gonna be able to claim 3 gold chests, I believe, right there from the season pass. We'll open up all 3, see if we get anything of use. Belt. What were the other 2? 3 belts? Oh my god, I don't think we're gonna be able to use any of that. Let's take a look, and no upgrade. So I realized that there were actually codes that you can use to unlock like free XP potions, and apparently all of these still work. So if you guys want to give them a try, this is basically just automatic free XP, and I don't think that any of the codes expired at any point in time. So whether you're watching this video the day that it came out or 2 years in the future, hopefully all those codes are still working. Release is going to be the last one. Once again, trying to solo Unta Toby Tob, and we've got 24 HP left, but we get the dub right there, so that's going to be a big upgrade to our farming potential. As expected, the grind is getting longer and longer by the level, but we unlock Cappuccino Assassino. Big time coffee addict right here, so this is a huge upgrade. More Tralalero spins right there. This guy also has by far one of my favorite runs. He's for sure up there with like the watermelon gorilla. And one more time, defeating the Unta Toby Tob before we can become the Unta Toby Tob. 5 more hits right here. And I become a giant cactus camel. For context of how long this grind has been going, I've been able to buy this crate like 3 different days at this point. So I'm not gonna say we're 36 hours in, but we're definitely a lot of hours in. See if we have any luck. The gold crates have not really been kind to us. Been very repetitive. We get a book right there, which might be an upgrade. Oh wait, a staff. Oh, the staff is at least tied with the other ones. Let's look at the different stats. So solid damage, solid health. The other one, definitely better XP. Yeah, I think we honestly might just keep the carrots anyway. All right, another golden Sahara crate. These have not been kind to me. We get another fish right there. I swear I've gotten like 27 fish in a row at this point. Oh my god. All right, I think we gotta take down Unta Toby Tob 2 more times. And then we finally reach level 29. I am not kidding you guys when I say I've been fighting this same boss for what I believe to be close to 16 hours. Obviously, I have not been actively paying attention the entire time. A lot of it has just been letting the auto attack do its thing. But we finally take this sucker down for the last time. This is the longest level of any game I've ever played. Frula. Wow, going from a giant cactus camel to a tiny little bird. Let me see how quickly I take him down right here. Oh my god, I'm like freaking 4-shot him right there. Good night. I'm just making sure. Okay, for a second I thought that there was a bug. I wasn't going to be able to get through. The one good thing is Mount Ambalabu. We have arrived. The one good thing is that I was about to say, I've been pretty much maxed out on my pets for like the entire past day. So I have 4 trillion to us, and that barely gets me anything right here. I mean, to be honest, I'm starting at the 100 billion. So we can buy a decent chunk right there, and hopefully that'll give us a solid amount to where we can actually do some damage here. I don't know if I'm gonna push for level 30, maybe grind it out the rest of the night and just see if we can get there. That's probably gonna be my limit. Let me just walk around to the different stations and see like what we're capable of unlocking. Obviously, we probably got some permanent boosts around here somewhere that we can use. There we go. We've got the first one right here. That's going to be the luck boost, which we could buy right off the bat for 50K. I'm going to check around and see what the second one is. As far as this station, we've got a bronze scroll, a silver scroll, and a gold scroll. I'm not going to be able to buy any of those. Obviously, I've only got 4 trillion, which to me seems like a lot, but in the grand scheme of this level, probably not a super substantial amount. Holy frick, this guy's got 75 trillion HP. How much? Just let me see. How much does one attack do? So basically nothing. All right, that's good to know. Okay, so we've got a 250k XP boost over there, which I am certainly not going to be able to touch anytime soon. We're going to head back this way and go ahead and hit the upgrade with the 50k luck boost because we've got enough saved up right off the back. That's going to be a W, and then it's time. Actually, give me a second because I want to check out the blacksmith forge your relic station. I'm assuming that means I can combine relics as well. Oh, that's just for scrolls, and I obviously do not have any scrolls, and we're free to play, so I can't buy it. All right, I'll be back. All right, 4 trillion, so we can buy like close to 40 of these base level eggs, which is huge. I'm gonna go ahead and sell off all these pets that we're never gonna touch again. So these are all completely maxed out, not gonna be usable. Pretty much everything below that, with the exception of like super rare ones, I'm probably gonna go ahead and get rid of. So this is gonna give us a ton of spots. We've now got 30 spots open in the back. You know what? We'll go ahead and start with 30 and see where that gets us. And I almost forgot to drink the luck potion beforehand. Not going to make that mistake again. All right, pet inventory full. Let's go ahead and take a trip real quick. Oh, wait. Claim that. We've done enough quests in the season pass to go ahead and claim this helmet. That's definitely going to have way more value than just about everything else. Yeah, 200 power. Or 200 overall boost for that one. So we'll go ahead and put that right there. Put the bunny ears back on. And now we teleport back to Lauria Desert. Now that I think about it, the permanent luck boost is probably part of the reason that I had so much success opening eggs as I did. We'll go ahead and do the husky, evolve that. We're very, very close. We'll probably be able to get one of those maxed out before the end of this, given that we've still got quite a few left. Max out a few of these. We're definitely going to have plenty of space in the inventory after we get all these combined. And we'll definitely have one maxed out mini Santa. I don't even, what's his name? Reindeero? Reindeero is the name of this one right here. So we can combine those 3 and get a 2-star Reindeero. That's going to right off the bat, 510 power, instantly becomes our most powerful one. We've got our 2 412 North Huskies right there. We got Rudy, which I'm sure is short for Rudolph. So nothing else we can combine yet, but I think one more trip over to Mount Ambalabu. Ambalabu? Yeah. A few more eggs. I think we should be able to get another crazy, crazy power upgrade. And that is 3 North Huskies. This is going to be some insane power level right here. I'm very interested to see what this is going to be. 550 power? Are you kidding me? All right, anything else we can evolve? One more 1-star Snow Golem. Oh, and that is going to be another 2-star Snow Golem. So that's a W. Fuse our Reindeero right here. We'll go ahead and throw those together, although I don't think there's any scenario where I'm actually going to have any use for them. I believe that is max evolution for everything. And we're officially at 500 plus heading in. I'm assuming I could take down a Blizzy with relative ease. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's easy work right there. We might actually be able to even take on a more challenging monster. We're doing 1.5 trillion per hit. Just absolutely stupid numbers right there. It's barely doing any damage to us. Thing is, I feel like the jump to the Aurochs is probably pretty sizable. Yeah, he's just doing too much damage. No way that I'm going to survive that. So it seems like for the time being, we're probably stuck on those. We could probably farm marshmallows. That's probably not a bad XP value. And we got 2 double XP potions. So we'll probably go ahead, use both of those, use our Winds potion as well, and just see where we can get to in an hour or two. All right, so just for context, we were getting like something around 0.08 quintillion per each of the giant camel cactus looking thingy. Obviously, it takes us a little bit longer to eliminate them all the way, but we're getting, what, 0.85 per one of these? Just a colossal, that is a 10x jump in XP gain as far as the amount that we're getting per mob that we take down. Okay, so now that I've reset, we can get those experience potions. That'll help. This thing is useless to me now because we're already surpassed 450. That would have been nice to have in the last level that we were in, and everything else here can't really be. All right, this should be our last marshmallow for level 30. Svinino Blumber. What the? The name is Svinino Bombondino. I don't even know what to say. Pets 690, 140 above the next closest. Just ridiculous numbers. We're pretty freaking close to being able to get 2 of them. Which obviously, once again, you don't love the fact that you're getting like the lowest possible power, but the fact that you're pretty freaking close to getting 2 of them is definitely a nice W. Go ahead and evolve the North Wolves right there. 1 away from getting that too. I think we only got to take down 1 more igloo for the next level. Glorbo Frutto Trio. So this is an alligator mixed with a watermelon. Makes sense. 63 trillion to spend. That's a lot of money. We could buy 1 bronze scroll. We could buy a silver scroll, but that, I don't know. That feels like it might be an awfully big investment. Let me just see what the bronze scroll even does. Use this at the blacksmith to reroll the stats of your relic. I don't even know if I have any relics that are worth rerolling. Unless it's gonna strictly upgrade it. I don't know if that was a worthwhile investment. Like, I guess I would want to reroll. Oh, this could be a terrible mistake. You know what, freak it, we're gonna do it anyway. Oh, so it gives us like an extra 5%. I was worried that it was just gonna like move the stats around, but it upgrades, so that's a W, I guess. Although I don't know if it was totally worth it. Other thing is, I don't know like how long I'm even gonna be using this, so I feel like it's more worthwhile just to buy some of these eggs. All right, let me spam it out real quick. All right, we got a couple of snowlies to combine. We can get that up to a 2-star. That's for sure gonna be our highest value one right now. Combining our North Wolves as well. Those will get up to 2. Oh, man. Oh, we're going to be doing just stupid amounts of damage. Got a lot of Frost Golems. Honestly, I don't think we're even going to have any value for these because we've already got, what, that's 3 different 2-stars. Like, everything else here is just kind of going to be leftover, if I had to guess. But also, I'd like to condense it in the case that we do end up using it. Yeah. Best pets, we're almost at 700 plus for every one of these. Oh my god. Doing the rest of my Tralalero spins just because I don't like having these sitting around in my inventory. I don't think you can even earn them in the dungeon that I'm in currently. I would imagine after that we should be able to take on the RX relatively easily. Yeah, it looks like we're out damaging him right there. We're doing almost 5 trillion damage per hit. And taking it down relatively quickly as well. I would imagine the leveling is going to continue to stay pretty speedy on this. And we've got a couple XP potions to help us along. Yeah, we handle that one easily. So let's pop all these and get back to it. So naturally, we've been getting way more wins off of the new mobs that we've been farming. I don't think it's really worth it at this point for me to buy more of the 1 trillion win pets, but I also don't feel like it's worth it for me to make the jump. So we're going to go ahead and buy all of these scrolls because I do feel like we got very solid value. And I'm hoping you can forge a relic more than 1 time because I would like to probably just keep boosting this main one that we've got right here in our helmet. Go ahead and throw another bronze scroll on there. Oh, that's a reroll. So I would imagine that probably resets. Oh, dang it. I wish I'd used the silver scroll then. All right, I guess we'll go ahead, upgrade our bunny ears. And we might save the silver scroll just because I don't really feel like if it's a relic that I'm going to end up getting rid of at some point in the near future, doesn't feel like it's likely going to be worth it. We get 15% on health right there. I guess my preference would kind of be toward getting upgraded damage and XP like we got on the helmet, but we'll probably just go ahead and throw on the relic bunny ears right there, throw a bronze scroll on that one, and that one does not get quite as much of a boost, but we do get it toward XP, which I think makes it worth it. I do think we would benefit from getting 1 more. You're telling me we're at 1.5 out of 1.5 and we're still at 99.
Frigo Camelo, Buffo Fardello.
Frigo Camelo, what the frick was that? Camel fridge? Camel fridge is basically what this is. What in the world am I looking at? I think this is gonna be our last one. I think I've reached the end of what I am capable of doing. In case you're wondering, we are at 307,000 total attacks. Is that total or just since I last leveled up? Almost 5,000 monsters killed. I also don't know if that's since the last level up. I think the question is, do I keep grinding free to play or do I just spend my way to max level and get ready for the update? We got 2 days, 19 hours till the update on Saturday. It'll be less than that by the time this video goes out. Oh, I didn't have nearly as much time played as I thought. We're still well below the 3-day mark. 271 quintillion damage dealt, not too bad. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, drop a like down below, subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll catch you in the next one.